Dave Edwards, real estate agent right here in Nampa, Idaho, and looking forward to helping you buy or sell your next house. And today I want to talk about 3 reasons why you don't want to leave California. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Let's check it out. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, your expert real estate resource by your side when it's time to sell your home, buy a home, or relocate to the Boise, Idaho area. You'll find the Treasure Valley Dave team office centrally located right here in beautiful Nampa, Idaho. Now back to the video. Hey, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave. And I was looking at this video and this guy's got 3 reasons why you don't want to leave California. I'm thinking, wow, there's 3 of them? I could see family, maybe a screaming great job that you can't get anywhere else. I couldn't come up with number 3, so I had to watch this video, and now I've got some comments on it. I want to see what you guys think. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe I'm spot on. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. So let's get right into checking out this guy's video.
Are you thinking of leaving California? Well, if you are, the data suggests you're not the only one. But let me give you 3 reasons why leaving California may not be the best choice for you.
Wow, okay. He's going to give us 3 reasons. I wonder what they're going to be. But before he gets to those, he lays out a little bit of some of the reasons why people might be leaving California. So let's check out
the top of the list.
Top of the list?
It's expensive to live in California.
It's expensive to live in California.
Number 1 reason why people are leaving.
In fact,
in California, the cost of living is 41% higher than the national average. That's according to the cost of living index published by the Council on Community and
So he talks about how there are some areas of California that are even way more than that 41% over the national average cost of living. So that's one reason why people would be leaving. Another is
it's because our housing is more expensive. The commodity that's being taxed is so much higher. If you can manage to afford to live in California, you may not be able to stomach living in California. Violent crime.
So crime and homelessness are a couple more reasons people are giving him. We could basically say like quality of life stuff is just kind of really, it's not that much quality of life. So what's another reason?
It's a calculation of people moving into the state minus people moving out of the state. Those numbers that you see here, going all the way up to the last year, 2020 to 2021, almost 250,000 people net migration out of the state of California.
Wow. So failing schools are failing the kids. 2/3, 66% of the kids are not proficient in math. And these are supposed to be the people are going to be taking over the running of your state and your economy. And wow, what's another thing that this guy's found about?
All of this has led a lot of common sense Californians to pack up and leave. And I know when you take a look at the numbers, we're seeing this in 2014 and 2015. Between those 2 years, there was net migration into California of about 21.
So he goes on. Essentially, the bottom line is he says that 1 million people have left California. My commentary on that would be that it's probably the 1 million people that could afford to leave California, the producing people, the tax-paying people, maybe the people that have jobs, or not jobs, but businesses and our employers. Those are probably some of the big chunk of the 1 million that left. So what else can this guy tell us?
The census data takes out births when they look at calculating net migration. It's just people moving in and moving out. So think about this. In the last year, 1 million California citizens decided enough is enough. I can't afford it. I cannot stomach it anymore. We're leaving the state. We got a problem. People are leaving. They're voting with their feet.
They're voting with their feet. In California, if you're voting, that might be the only vote that that really can change your life. So moving on.
If you go onto Facebook, there's actually a group called Leaving California.
Yep.
I'm going to show it to you real quick.
You guys have all seen this group, I'm sure.
It's got almost 100,000 members. And this group is pretty active.
Yep, that group is pretty active. Like I say, I'm sure you've been on Leaving California, the Facebook group. If not, you could go on there and you can see all the pain and frustration of people that have stayed or are still in California, and then the joy and relief of those that have made the escape. It's really, it's a very interesting and powerful place to check out. So this guy's also saying that he's got friends that have moved into other places like Florida.
In November, and what is it? It's now the winter. She has no regrets. Well, of course, you haven't made it yet to summer. Wait till that humidity index goes through the roof.
So this guy's saying that, hey, you know what? Florida's great till summer, and then it gets humid. Well, of course, that's the same for Tennessee and South Carolina and Texas and any place else. But on the one hand, you got crime, homelessness, taxes to the roof, and then comparing that to humidity, I think this guy's, grasping at straws. And another reason that I kind of think that too is when he says this.
Look, Florida's a wonderful state, not because of its climate, as much as because it actually has a government that is functional. It has a government that respects freedom. They don't want to tax their residents from every angle.
So, that's true. Probably the biggest difference between Florida and California is the way the government treats the people. So now we get down to those 3 reasons why you'd want to stay, why you should stay in California. So let's check those out.
Number 1, reason not to flee California. There is no safe space. Think about it. All these Californians are leaving, and a lot of them are
So he's saying that there is no safe place. And what he means by that is that he tells us that for every conservative that leaves California to another state, let's say Texas, Idaho, whatever, there's also a liberal that goes along. So that liberal is going to screw up the new state. And before you know it, the state that you move to escape the corruption and all that crap that's going on in California is going to be in your new state. Well, I think that's a little disingenuous. He says that so many places have had a shift in politics, and that's very true, making red states purple and if not blue. And we have seen that with Colorado. We're seeing that with a large part of Texas. Definitely seeing that with Arizona. Do you remember that last election? They just keep finding votes until it turns blue. So, but how does that compare to Idaho? Idaho is actually getting more conservative. The previous chairperson of the Idaho Republican Party had actually said that the people coming in from California are making Idaho more conservative. And the last election, last November, we ended up electing the most conservative state senate that we've ever had in this state. And the House has always been a huge conservative faction. But you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of Republicans in the Idaho House and the Senate, but there's a lot of rhinos too. So we need your help up here to get rid of those rhinos. And we can't do it without you. You guys know what that corruption looks like, and you can spot it in the candidates, and I know you'll be making the right decision when it comes time to vote. So let's move on to number 2. Let's see what that is all about.
The second reason why you should stay and fight in California is that we can actually win. We can actually turn the tide in California, and it's actually happening.
So he's saying that you can win in California. Well, if it's going to happen, it would have happened before now, right? Before the Democrats got a super majority in the whole entire government of California. So, it's great to be optimistic, and he also says that the gains that they made in the congressional seats in California transferred over to kicking Nancy Pelosi out as Speaker of the House last election. That's a pretty bold statement. Does that mean that if the Democrats take over Congress next time, that it's going to be California's fault? He said that there was 5 Republicans in California, and we have a 5 Republican majority in the Congress. So I don't know. I think that's pretty flimsy right there. And he says too that if you do move to another state, you're not going to be shielded from liberal politics for very long. I don't know if that's true. And because it depends where you go. I mean, sure, you go to Phoenix, you're kind of done. But if you come to Idaho, I think not only is there a fighting chance, we've got the rhinos scared. And so what else can we talk about here? California, he says, has a non-functioning Republican Party. He says it's, quote, a dumpster fire of a party that is just run by consultants, enriching themselves or failing. So you've got the Democrats that are supermajority, and you've got the Republican Party, which is a dumpster fire run by consultants who are just in it for the money. And he says that, staying and fighting is a great thing to do. And then he told us that it's just not going to work. I'm kind of leaning towards that it's just not going to work. What's the next thing? This is like 2 bonus. Because he had 3, but I think counts as 1 too.
Dumpster fire run by consultants who are enriching themselves on failing. And then finally, you have our schools that are not being fair, not giving both sides of the story to these kids. And so every single year, a new wave of young liberal voter gets registered to the voter rolls because.
And I think that's a huge point that this guy just made, is that the kids are being indoctrinated in the government-run schools, and every year there's a whole new crop of liberal Democrat voters that are going to be going to the polls every single year. So, yep, that's kind of disheartening as well, right? So, number 3.
The third reason why you should stay and fight. California is so blessed. We are so blessed as a state. It's not just the natural beauty in our environment and our climate. We have so many things going for us, which made us the most coveted state for decades in this country.
And this guy goes on to say that I don't believe you can have a safe, prosperous, and healthy America with a sick California. Well, that's very true. So his suggestion is that all the Californians are going to stay, and we have to fight, and we have to unite. So I'm not sure what he's talking about. Is he talking about, he said for every conservative Californian that's leaving, a liberal is leaving. So does he just want both of them to stay, just the conservative to stay, and tell the liberal to go on to some other state like Colorado or Texas? I'm not sure, but I do know that he's absolutely right. We can't have a safe, prosperous, and healthy America with a sick California. So maybe we need to build the wall. I don't know. It sounds a little wild, but if California wants to act like their own country, then maybe we should start treating them like that. And if they want to be hostile, maybe we should start treating them like that. So can you imagine? You're there in East Berlin every day, watching the wall get built. They put another row of bricks, and then you have that one day he goes, you know what? Things are getting pretty bad. What can I do? Well, at that point, you can go across to the other side, or you could stay. And if you stay, what's going to happen? Well, you just changed your entire family tree. You're going to be in misery for generations. You're not going to have anything, and it's not going to be pretty. But on that one fateful day, you take the steps across to the other side, and then what? You have freedom. Well, as much freedom as we can have. I mean, there's always problems, right? But you can participate. You can make your lives better for you and the next generation and the next generation. You made that step to change the life of the entire, so many people. So just do it. Get out of California before someone wises up and puts up that wall. And I don't know who it would be, but I don't want to be there that day on the wrong side. So anyway, hey, thanks for coming by. Thanks for checking out this video of 3 reasons not to leave. How many reasons really resonated with you? Do you think there's some more reasons that you should stay? Or do you think it's time to find another place? And if that other place is Idaho, perhaps, maybe not, you don't know. Give me a call, text, email. Let me give you some information. Let me share some stories of me and some of my other clients and see if this is right for you. Well, anyway, hey, thanks for coming along. Please like, share, subscribe. That's hugely important. Check out our website, more resources, www.treasurevalleydave.com. And until next time, this is Treasure Valley Dave. Looking forward to helping you get home. Treasure Valley Dave here. Thank you for checking out this great video. Can I ask you, what problem do you have that I can help you with? Do you need to sell a home, buy a home? Are you a first-time home buyer? Maybe looking to relocate to the beautiful Treasure Valley from some other state? The Treasure Valley Dave team is your expert by your side here to help you solve your real estate problem. You can contact us through our website or give us a call or text at 208-860-2004. Now go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. For more education and entertainment, check out this great video next or binge on this playlist.